Excellency John Dramani Mahama Bemaba Kukudufo Ekwa Abato 2024 at the campaign message at Tuja a been 24 hours economic policy. Nanipa be nim se JM Okwa Abato no 2024 and same be sisi ye. I mean kitikiti binchira JM abrana JM Ekwa Aprabo Ewa Bunu East region Odua Momano. This is what happened.
We are when send the convoy once that idea of I say JM convoy na gas na pass all the 4 times. How can you do this here, brother? That's simple. From Amoma Ekojima contractor Omo ye kwan no ahu se GM convoy da bese no ko amama omo ahye da de abo agukwa mu makasi ndu ani nyina tais apapai kasi ni nyina tais apapai ahye da twa abo agukwa mu wi asepani GM convoy de omo di aye ni de omo di aye GM convoy ai free amama Kintampo South eko ayoya yomaini yana phobia hwe mo ashata paare ye nyina still grade no ogusu a ojuba we nyina ya se
we Kintampo South or say amoma but amoma sometimes amoma muntu kwayo go wunim Ghana na say osunya Ghana yiye ye fe amoma e wo Bunu East region Kintampo South enti abra GM kwa aprabo no. This is something that happened, but exclusively, I think that it's only on this particular channel, and I may use a video in the because I had a team and a GM in the Bunu East region because that's where I come from. Now, any GM about I quite probable. I mean, this particular message. Always when I say roads are too bad. Of course, I would say Ghana. I don't know. Sometimes when you give people the opportunity to construct roads, they do everything. No magic kind of call. So that's it. As even if you know Canada Japan is Mr. Boom. He goofed. He said that like his usual senseless utterances. Can they say can they say some Charlie and some Kessie and I can or the best back to our messages. Always Royal, I'll come back to our grand issue, So we're gonna go there. And see GMO campaign. What on some way in SCO, na NP for actually. I feel the Sticka say. NDC amambu no enjoy the fruits of NPP. Tiense ma Sticka kan. Me wi amekwa ko bo video bi a Sticka nan kasa e kan say they need long-term economic framework to solve our currency. But how did Sticka wa ha?
Ghanaians are enjoying what NPP government did. Yeah. Stop lying to them. Yeah. Can you calculate any of your contributions as a percentage of our GDP today? Tell us. We are tired of lies and the deception and the propaganda.
That's right.
I am not blaming you. You've not done anything. You are building your first year. You are doing rearrangement, calibration, and configuration. We agree. But you haven't done anything.
That's right.
NDC government has not done anything yet.
That's right.
We are here to feel the impact of anything you are going to do. Stop lying to Ghanaians.
Yeah.
What have you added to the economy? Tell me. What have you added?
Wow, Sticka na kasa asem we no. Sticka na kasa asem we no. Say NDC aban no enjoy the fruits of NPP. Na NDC nya hwe on the economy. Sticka ansem no. Listen to the same Sticka here once again. When your deputy finance minister bisa and say CD depreciation no, die no omo ya fa ho no. Listen to the answer he gave.
CD. It's the first time CD. Who accorded what you are wearing, we didn't import. We imported this, we imported that. CD depreciation is a ritual problem unless one is suffering from unconscious incompetence or displaying intellectual dishonesty. That will say that CD depreciation is MPP government. It's an issue that has nationalistic or that needs nationalistic attention. That one I agree. But it's not, so far we keep on being in importer-driven economy. We'll be having problems with the city because we import almost everything. But inshallah, Alhaji Dr. Bawumia, next year if he comes, we're going to design a long-term framework to deal with the city.
Well, when he was saying this kind of words, he was the deputy finance minister. Also, they needed long-term economic framework. And so normally they tackled the depreciation of Ghana's cedi. John Dramani Mama Momo, the able leadership of our current finance minister, at the less than 1 year, and it stabilized the currency, Sticka so who now he adding anything to the economy. He doesn't even understand. I don't know why. Sometimes I've been thinking, Priscilla, all these kind of people got opportunity to serve as finance ministers. Obi a bisa the city depreciation or say problem to you be the best of it, but they need long-term economic framework to tackle the problem. I will be less than 1 year best of it. The same person is here saying these kind of words.
Ghanaians are enjoying what MPP government did. Stop lying to them. Can you calculate any of your contributions as a percentage of our GDP today? Tell us. We are tired of lies and the deception and the propaganda.
That's right.
I am not blaming you. You've not done anything. You are building your first year. You are doing rearrangement, calibration, and configuration. We agree, but you haven't done anything.
That's right.
NDC government has not done anything yet.
That's right.
We are here to feel the impact of anything you are going to do. Stop lying to Ghanaians.
Yeah.
When Alhaji Dr. Bawumia and Sticka 2017, now IMF a project said Ghana's economy was going to grow by 7%, and that was the timer. Alhaji Dr. Bawumia say, "Why arrest the cedi at the keys? I'm a IGP." That was the same time I could get simple to kind of something we say at the Chile Ghana for
the year. The city has appreciated in value. When we came in, it was running. Essentially, we have arrested it. and the IGP has the key. She's locked in.
So in 1 year time now, 2017 or by an only 1 year, and a currency, a stabilizing. This is what he said. And then the same Sticka is saying, say, NDC Bama 1 year, the fruit of Ghanaians are enjoying, NPP policies and programs. Oh, sometimes these people, they are flip-floppers. Tony Edu, Ekasembi, Dr. Tony Edu, Ekasembi. And when you listen to Tony Edu very, very well, the same thing, and that's how we enjoy.
Bawumia in particular, his hurdle is the crisis of credibility. Who wants to vote for a person who has proven himself to be a liar, a flip-flopper?
So what I say? So the leader, their leader of NPP, or a flip-flopper, he's suffering from crisis of credibility, and you've been a Sticka. Crisis of credibility, because when you test them, the credibility testing, all the measure, they fall down, they don't qualify. 1 year in your administration, you came to say, when I was stabilizing city, whilst 2017, now you have not done anything. Sticka, based on his own statement. So 1 year, and you know that's way. So why was Alhaji Dr. Bawumia going around telling Ghanaians, you're not buying and I just gonna see the next hall? That is the argument here. Sometimes, and I think that we need to follow this kind of people and tell them, say, hey, people, yes, because you cannot be flip-flopping. So that is what Dr. Tony Edu, a catcher Alhaji Dr. Bawumia.
Bawumia in particular, his hurdle is the crisis of credibility. Who wants to vote for a person who has proven himself to be a liar, a flip-flopper, a man who is not disciplined?
So what I say? A PhD holder who is not disciplined. A bin as the care, and be and as the care, Now when he would have parliament there, yes, I did they were while they were debating on the 24 hours economic policy, TNSM a catch the Sticka.
But did I hear you say that we don't know, we don't even understand what we are doing? Honorable Sticka, it appears your constituent also didn't even know what you were talking about, because your candidate lost in your constituency.
So what I say? Yes, what's the kind of work I say in this cinema there, Udi Canada, when Japan when him at the whole Ghana. Yet your own constituency, Canada Japan lost. Meaning the people of your constituency Ghana didn't even know what you were talking about. What did you say?
But did I hear you say that we don't know, we don't even understand what we are doing? Honorable Sticka, it appears your constituent also didn't even know what you were talking about, because your candidate your candidate lost in your constituency. So Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, it appears all the dancing, all the vigorous campaign, your constituents alone didn't even understand what you were talking about. So they voted against your candidate. Mr. Speaker, I heard my colleagues. You know, sometimes I agree with them when they say that as political actors, we should be principled. And it's very important so that the country doesn't think that anytime we do things, we don't think deeply about it. But Mr. Honorable Sticka, in fact, at the point, recently I heard you arguing that you were supposed to occupy a position, but they didn't give it to you. Hold on. Oh, what is wrong with you? Mr. Speaker, oh, I'm coming to the policy. Oh, just sit down. I'm coming to the policy. Yes. Wait, I'm coming to the policy. Wait.
All of you, resume your seats.
Yes.
Honorable Abuja. Honorable Kwame Abuja, just hold it. All of you, resume your seats. Honorable members, let me indicate that we've all spent more than a year. We need to conduct business within the rules. If you have something to say, catch the eye of the speaker. You will be called to raise your issue. It is disorderly to just get up and be shouting. That is not the way it is done. Honorable Kwame Abuja, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, I heard my colleagues from the other side talk about no need to set up the 24-hour economy authority. The same people who found it necessary, despite the fact that we had Ghana Education Trust Fund, Ministry of Education, and yet set up development authorities to build 6 unique classrooms. When Adaklu Assembly was already building KVIPs, you gave that right to another authority called the Middle Belt Authority. Indeed, that is not what we are doing. Honorable Sticka, you did not actually understand the definition of what 24-hour economy is. And let me give you, Honorable Sticka, sit down. Do you have a copy of the deal? Don't go. I'm asking you if you have a copy of the bill. Let me take you to. Now you run away. Let me take you to. Okay, very good. He's now asking me to tell him what 24-hour economy is. Honorable Sticka, let's take to page 12. Honorable Sticka.
Honorable Stephen Namwa, we listen to you in silence. It is true that in your submission, you say they do not know what 24-hour economy is. You ask 4 people, and they give you different definition. So he is on that point that you have raised. Okay. So let's listen to him.
Honorable Speaker, sit down. When you were speaking, I was here. Don't go there. Sit down. On page 12.
Today,
of the bill itself,
John Mahama has a new
interpretations. 24-hour economy and accelerated development program means a cross-sectorial economic development program that seeks to modernize, reorganize, and restructure the productive sectors of the economy to achieve, amongst other things, and the listed these things. Unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, he obviously did not read this, so he put those things out. Mr. Speaker, I read the bill and I read the memorandum. It is a very good thing, Mr. Speaker, and that is why I was at least he said something that in his view the policy is not wrong, but in his view it is good policy, but he thinks that
we do not know what we are doing. At least he knows that the policy is good. And this is why I'm coming to tell him one of the good things about the policy. Mr. Speaker, the 24-hour economy policy is not a project where you have a shortcutting, where you have an office set up and then there will be things like the budget to talk about. It's about coordination. Once you see the definition of this, you understand what it means. Mr. Speaker,
it's not been thought
I also
through.
hear him saying that what we promised
Today
was to have entities running 24 hours, and he's not sure if any private enterprise is doing that. Mr. Speaker, the 24-hour economy is already in motion. Mr. Speaker, the object of the bill, let me read paragraph 5. The object of the bill is to establish a 24-hour economy authority to ensure the integration, sustainable transformation of national system for economic production, supply chain, market and labor power development, and to provide related matters. Mr. Speaker, for you to have a clear synergy between the supply chain, you need good roads in this country. The whole point of the big push is to serve as a catalyst to address these things. So the 24-hour economy is not yet coming. It is already here being implemented. And Mr. Speaker, let me tell you this. There are contractors working under the big push who are currently working 24 hours to make sure that we meet these objectives. I can show you where they are. And the jobs we are talking about, the last time we were here, you said that the big push only creates menial jobs. When you have civil engineers, quantity surveyors, many people working for the rest of the big push project, you cannot say that the job of a civil engineer is not necessary. So indeed, thousands of jobs are already being created under this. And even after the building, there will be maintenance contract that will be carried on this, Mr. Speaker. So I just want colleagues to understand, since Mr. Honorable Sticka says that he's not against it, this is what you do. And let me tell you, when we were sitting, where you were sitting, we opposed things, but tell me one of the things we opposed that did not come to pass that we were right. We don't oppose just for the sake of opposition, but you are in a haste to oppose for nothing. And that is why you get it wrong. I'm giving you my simple understanding of it. Be very careful what you oppose. The last time I came here, we talked about the Bawumia expressway. A few of you jumped on it and said you were not in favor of it. At least the proponent of that opposition came back to rationalize his position to say that he is no longer against it. By the way, the Accra-Kumasi Expressway is coming on, whether you like it or not. Get ready for it. Mr. Speaker, the 24-hour economy will actually create jobs. It will spur growth in our country. I agree with my colleagues that we should be careful what we are trying to do under this policy. And I agree with them. We shouldn't just rush and do anything. We should take their views also on board. But don't just oppose it and say that we don't know what we are doing. Because, Mr. Speaker, this is one of the smallest bills we've done in this House. But it's quite detailed in terms of the understanding of it. And I encourage my colleagues to support this bill. Let's set up this. This is not going to be just another Kwango that is set up to create jobs for the boys. It will be a catalyst that will spur development in our country. And I want to encourage our colleagues to support this bill. And then when it comes to the consideration stage, we bring all the views we have to make it a rich bill that will stand the test of time. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity.
And that's it. Well, this is a very good education. And that's the kind of NPP for LAK. Sticka and NPP for no more like basic knowledge of the 24 hours economic policy. But let me take you back to Nsembia Alhaji Dr. Bawumia. A kafa 24 hours economic policy. And just the kind one confused though. NPP for including their own current leader, Alhaji Dr. Bawumia.
Today, I hear John Mahama has a new idea that he wants a 24-hour economy. I say, I don't know where he got the idea from, but it is not a bright idea. The 24-hour economy cannot be legislated by government. Today, there are many businesses that are already open for 24 hours. Hospitals are open for 24 hours. You can buy electricity 24 hours. But because of digitalization, you can transfer money for 24 hours. You can receive money for 24 hours. There are many chop bars that are open for 24 hours. The police is working for 24 hours. Security services are working for 24 hours. So what is this 24-hour economy that you want to bring? It is purely an issue for any business. If you feel you will make money opening 24 hours, there is no law preventing you from opening. But this is one idea that John Mahama thinks he has brought. It is a bad idea. It is an idea that has not been thought through.
That was their leader. Alaji Dr. Bawumia, no. 24 hours was a bad idea. And you don't be confused. Almost come and say they are even confused about everything about 24 hours. It is a bad idea. That is what their leader told them. But the end of the day, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama took his time to educate NPP for about 24 hours economic policy.
For the first time, or you are pretending that you do not know what it is about, please cock your ears now and listen to me explain it again. This is a policy that is not peculiar only to Ghana. A 24-hour economy will enable one job to be shared across 3 shifts and employ 3 persons, providing job opportunities for 3 workers instead of 1. And that is what my intelligent, eloquent younger sister, or should I say my daughter, explained as 133.
Exactly. So 133, this very basic thing. NPP for someone to say, by a pill, 24 hours program no. I had a in country almost say majority no, a majority.
But we just passed the 24-hour economy authority bill. You will recall that the promise to transform the economy so that the economy will become a major employer, providing jobs and livelihoods for the millions of youth who teamed to vote for the National Democratic Congress, was partly hinged on the implementation of the 24-hour economy model. An economic model that will see the country work 24 hours. And if the country is working 24 hours, it will mean that we need more labor to be able to work the 24 hours. And work will be done in several shifts. It could be 2 shifts, there could be 3 shifts, but there will be several shifts. There will be the shift that will be during the daytime, and there will be the shift that will work during the nighttime. The idea behind it is to create jobs and opportunities for our youthful population, many of whom have graduated from universities, and because the economy has been bad for the past 8 years, jobs were not being created. Indeed, jobs were flying out of the country because the excess taxation that we saw, the financial crisis that we saw, the high inflation that we saw, the volatile currency situation that we saw, led to many factories opting to leave the country to go and relocate at places where there was better stability. And so many people were rendered unemployed. And you recall the implementation of the financial sector cleanup, which led to the collapse of financial institutions. Hundreds of thousands of people, directly and indirectly, lost their jobs. And we took over on the back of such an economic mess. And so unemployment is a major issue. and the National Democratic Congress admits that we have a problem of unemployment. Indeed, it is the reason why we were voted to take over the mantle of leadership of this country.
Senior head say that is the majority leader. Or see NDC Abayana Jatum say your problem with unemployment. Senior, enye Ghana nkwa the whole of Africa. UN Ankasa Kraka say the major problem of Africa the teeming youth na they are unemployed. Intermediate sabai bi ba no yana say oh create employment for the teeming youth. I'm 100% with them or I'm 100% for them. I just say NPP for nkwa na yo ma say 24 hours economic policy no omonti bi da. Mo dey say mo say enye mama yate Ghana for say ye to aba ma John Domini mama purposely because of 24 hours economic policy to come and create jobs. Enti mo dey mama aban nko faili. That is the point. So why are you people angry? Sekama money abre mujia parliament kasa say we nim say aban bi the policy bi ba na that particular policy na be ma aban na lose the trust of the people at the end how no dey. Yeah, no so be jama aban na kwa kufeli. So why are you people angry? Munya is ade dey no because NPP for as adwen na e wo mutim no enye eno na so ngo say mo adwen mo ne dey mo hwa beto ngum.
Adwen bone na odwen no. Ube blessa, ubu dwen bone, adwen bone. Dwen unia ho bone a. Ube blessa.
NPP dey bere dey chale ube blessa. Some about for I'm happy to be debating with Munufi. We actually we have a career. Me that's it. Oh yeah, dear. Always royal. Yes, of course. We had vast secretariat. A lot of them. Me nim the idea how more. Me share them tell one point and I say they need to convince some of us NPP for. Some person Ghana for them I say that you need to sit down and convince Ghanaians. But someone to me yes, I know can some basa. Abra move free abamu na anu they have finished 1 year. What in a 8 good years. So much me create jobs for the teaming youth. I don't think they can John Mama behind hokra. But once a month to me and yet. That is why Ghanaians voted massively against you people. And to mom to my bonamo de mama buying them boy mama come pa. Emmanuel appear as Sticka is very funny. But I want only poyando and a yako epu as a Sticka po Okwashanti region dia Sticka poyando and a compete. That is the truth. Okwashanti region a Sticka and a poyando. Pa na adwin ha say e wo form no me hu say san grofo mi no ya compete because Sticka na ko bi say the question say adwuma ni asante man was on be act Chinese movie akwa no asema answer the man asante for no
ene ye nuan mo yisini osoro say papa she 1 and 2 wo munya ba bi kura nsua de aban si school dan e bi nsida 75% completion ewo kumasi a ena akura pese osua sunitwa osua ha yesi even Chinese movie kura na ebe yibi enkura ba hu e friend Ghana Chinese utin say omusua ho ade anim dia kumasi ye ni nyina
why are the Chinese movie na mo do mu yi always why I say from the new pollution party and a new protest party go for the as we was our LED o what the deep na bank for we NPP for I would have Yankopon party na tetia fansam maybe green party we pa na mo no be ni aba amakoyi another type on course allergy Dr. Bawumia so me ni aba ene mo adwuma ye